told me the secret to success was simple. Just work harder, wake up earlier, stay up later, push through the pain, and outwork everyone. And for a while, I bought into it because in most areas of life, effort equals results. But in trading, it doesn't play by those rules. Hard work alone won't make you profitable. And if you're stuck grinding now, wondering why it's not working, I was you. So let me show you the truth that no one talks about. Now, before we actually get into it, you might be wondering why you should listen to me. Well, I've been in the trenches like all of you traders, blowing accounts, overtrading, thinking that hustling alone would get me there. Then I figured out what actually works. I've been funded multiple times, pulled out multiple payouts, and now I help others do the same. Not because I'm some genius, but because I stopped doing what doesn't work. I'm not here to sell you hype. I'm here to actually show you what made the difference and why grinding harder isn't the answer. When I first started trading, I had fire. I was hungry. I thought I just needed to outwork everyone. I wake up before sunrise, work through London, and then grind through New York session. Naps became my nights, and food was optional. I watched every webinar, took every course, and I even printed out the charts to annotate by hand. Every ounce of me was screaming, I want this. But no matter how hard I pushed, I kept losing. Some days I would get the win and feel invincible. And then the next day I would blow it all chasing that same high. Maybe I just needed to try harder. So I did. So I doubled down. More trades, more back tests, more caffeine. I even skipped time with my family because I told myself, this is the sacrifice successful people make to get where they wanted to be. But all I really did was burn out. I was exhausted, broke, confused, and worst of all, ashamed. Because I didn't understand how I could work so hard, but still end up nowhere. So I stopped. I paused everything and asked the question no one wanted to. What if it's not about how hard you work? What about us grinding in the wrong direction? I started looking at traders who were actually winning, not the flashy ones on social media, the real pros. I noticed something completely different. They weren't stressed. They weren't glued to the screen for 18 hours a day. And they weren't obsessed with being right. They were obsessed with their process and being consistent. And that's when I realized trading doesn't reward who's right. It rewards precision. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. Market doesn't care if you sacrifice sleep, and it cares if your edge is real. It rewards the trader who can wait, stalk, and strike, not the one who reacts out of emotion and calls it hustle. The best traders I studied, they weren't working harder. They were working smarter. They weren't doing more. They were doing less and better. And they weren't emotionally tied to every single trade. They followed a process, detached from the outcome, and executed with discipline. And that's when everything started to shift. So what does actually work? Let me break it down. What are the frameworks I live by and what actually made me profitable? 1, clarity over chaos. Forget trying to master 5 different strategies. Pick one and become obsessed. Go deep, not wide. And know your strategy like the back of your hand. 2, process over emotion. You don't need to be right. You need to be consistent. Take the setup, follow your rules, and let go of the outcome. 3, risk management first. I don't care how pretty the setup is. If you're risking too much, you're one trade from blowing it all. So keep your downside controlled, always. 4, patience equals profit. The discipline to wait is what separates pros from gamblers. If the setup isn't there, do nothing. 5, review, adjust, evolve. I don't just trade. I study my trades. What worked, what didn't. This is a game of continuous refinement. Most traders never take the time to do this. And this is why they're stuck. Now, I trade less, but with intention. I know what I'm looking for, and when I see it, I act. No more revenge trading, no more self-sabotage, and slowly, the profits follow. Now, if you're in the trenches like I was, working late nights, trying to force it to work, I see you. But I'm telling you right now, you can't outgrind the market. The game doesn't reward effort. It rewards strategy, structure, and mental discipline. That grind you're stuck in, it's not your fault. But if you stay there, it is your responsibility. The moment I stopped treating this like a side hustle and start looking at it like a business, everything changed. And the same things can happen for you when it starts with letting go of the lie and the mindset that more effort equals more results. If this hit home for you, please do this for me. Drop a like and share this with a trader you know that's grinding in silence. And comment the word precision if you're ready to shift how you trade. And I've got more coming, not to inspire you, but to equip you. Subscribe if you're done trading chaos and ready to start trading with clarity. And if you're ready to skip the guesswork, check the link in the descriptions. Whether it's my program, my community, or my free resources, I got you. We're in this together. Trade smart, trade sharp. Peace.